guys, so I wanted to make a quick video. Whoops, this is upside down. It's not good for the cards inside. But anyways, so last night I turned on SmackDown just because, with CM Punk back, we're not sure what shows he's gonna be on. Unfortunately, he was not on SmackDown. I guess he's gonna be on next week for the tribute for the troops, but otherwise it sounds like he's going to be at Raw. Only, probably because number one, he probably doesn't want to be flying all around because AEW had an easier schedule, and number two, Raw's TV rights are coming up, so they probably want to boost ratings with him. But anyways, I turned on SmackDown, watched a little bit of it. Basically, this week's Raw and SmackDown were the first WWE I'd watched probably since the pandemic. I watched when Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns were having their feud, and when you could have the WWE Network, and then when they went over to Peacock, I heard nothing but bad things about Peacock. And they didn't have like the back catalog on there all the way, and I just kind of let it, I moved on. I had been watching AEW, so I just, basically let the WWE side drop, and honestly that was when Vince was still there. It was still pretty childish, but watched Raw this week, the 2-hour streaming version. If you have Hulu, they have a 2-hour streaming version the next day. I highly suggest it because if, Raw is 3 hours, the fact they can make a 2-hour version and you don't miss anything is, it speaks for itself, doesn't it? But anyways, I turned on SmackDown. It had a bit of fun. They had KO and, that stupid YouTube guy with the Prime Energy drink, whose name is dang, I can't remember his name. You know the guy. Anyway, they had a bit of back and forth, and I was like, I think I should go get a better KO figure. I have this. This is a basic, so he's just got some like swivel right here, and he's got the horrible basic legs where they just kick up and down. And I know the new basics are a little bit better, but this is an old basic. You can probably tell by his tattoos because he's got like 10 more now. But I've had this KO basic for a while, probably since those COVID pay-per-views. And actually, I think the head sculpt's pretty good on this one. And I was like, I should go to my local Walmart and get a better, elite KO. So this morning, because my wife and kids are spending the night over at her parents, because she had some work stuff, and out here we have a marathon over the weekend, which is shutting down some roads. So they figured it would just be easier because she has to be at work early in the morning for these events for her to just stay the night over there. So if I've had free time, and I don't know about you guys, I wake up just naturally at this point around 5 something in the morning. And so I was like, Walmart opens at 6. I know that they had the KO Steve Austin Elite last time I was there, so I was like, I'll swing over there, I'll get the couple food items I need, and I'll see about getting a better, Kevin Owens figure. So, I wake up at about 5:30 and get ready, have my coffee, and I ran over to Walmart this morning just a little bit after 6. And, basically just expecting to find this and those couple food items. So I went to the toy aisle, and they did have CM Punk, or not the Elite, the Supreme CM Punk action figure, and I will tell you the truth, I was freaking giddy. This is near impossible to find, at least where I am. They had it online for a while, but I guess the SKU for this is the same as the Kenny Omega Supreme. So a lot of people that ordered it online were just getting Kenny Omegas. And then also, if you searched online availability for local stores, I did that about 3 weeks ago, and it said that a store by my work had it, so I went over there, and I go down the aisle, and it was Kenny Omega. So their system just was not, succinct. It didn't know if it was Kenny Omega or CM Punk. And now, if you go to the Walmart website and you try to search for the CM Punk Supreme, it's not there. I don't know if maybe they had a rush and they were just like giving up on it, or if they realized the SKU problem was something they weren't going to be able to figure out. But if you look on the website, it's just not there. You can't order them on there. You can't see if your local store has them. Just nothing. So I had basically kind of given up on the chances of finding this thing. And then today when I went in there, they had like 5 of this guy lined up on a bottom shelf. And I freaked out like a giddy schoolgirl. I was like, oh my god. So I put the KO figure back. I'll get that at some other time. I didn't want to be spending like $60 on action figures, right before Christmas. But I picked this up immediately and giddily walked it to the checkout. So what I'm going to try to do, if my phone does it right, is I'm going to try to pause it, take this out of the box, which I'm hoping is not too hard, and then come right back. Okay, so I'm back. When I was taking him out of the packaging, his torso popped off. So let's see here. Now this is you might be saying to yourself, why is he falling apart? Well, these Jazzwares AEW figures are made to be basically modular, so they've wrapped him up in this plastic, I guess, to prevent staining. But, come on, plastic, get off of CM Punk. Maybe I just need to pop the arm off. Yes, I do. Okay. These are totally modular, so the whole point is that you can take any of these Jazzwares figures and basically, put them in whatever configuration you want, especially with these Supreme ones, since they are, they're basically like, Build-A-Figs, if that's more familiar. Taking his arms out of the plastic here. There we go. And I will say this, the packaging is really well made. It's made to be taken, like, just slipped out, so it has these side pieces that have, he's got a different shirt in here, and a different leg mold. And then on the other side, we've got 3 more heads, the championship, and 6 more hands. So, and these just slide out, so I can actually put these back in the packaging. If I want to have him, looking like he's mint in package. So let's pop him back together here. There we go. And if you've watched my other wrestling fig video, I do have a CM Punk mint in box. It's the one that they released when he first came into the company. That face sculpt, everybody said it looked like the main guy from GTA 4, I think, like that Russian guy. So, dude, this looks freaking awesome. I'm pretty freaking jazzed. exclusive. It's the one where he has the shorts, not the pants. So it's like the what's the word I am looking for? It's not the main figure in the line. It's the Walmart exclusive variant. There we go. Variant figure with the shorts. So I've kept that mint in box because number one, it's not the best likeness, and number two, maybe it'll be worth something, especially now that he's out of the company. I also have the Blood and Guts 2-pack. That's an awesome figure. I'm 50-50 on taking that out of the box. Now that I have this, I don't think I will. But the 2-pack, the face sculpt where he's like screaming with the blood running down is like picture perfect. Like the best CM Punk face sculpt I think they've ever done. Looking at the ones in the box here, I'll try to put this here. This top one is like the original, so it's where he looks like the GTA 4 guy. This snarling one I don't think comes with anything but this. That one's okay. This yelling one is pretty close to the blood dripping down one. It might be the same head sculpt, but just without the blood painted on. So that one's pretty good also. And then you got this smiling, just smiling happy Punk telling you where you can stick it. I really like that head sculpt. But so I have those figures, and then I have the LJN Punk that they released. That one's at work, and I did take that one out of the packaging. But I was just trying to pick these up because with him in WWE now, I mean, they could probably release something kind of quick because they've had elites and things like that. Maybe just retool his face a little bit and make him look a little older. But if you watch MDD Toys, MDT, My Damn Toys, shout out to him. He just recently did a ranking of all the CM Punk figures ever. And this was, number one because it just has so much going for it. Man, I'm honestly just super happy having this in hand. And the fact that it has, all these different heads and hands, and, I can put the different shorts on if I wanted. I kind of like these, though, I'll tell you the truth. The other ones are camo. But I mean, this is everything I wanted from a CM Punk action figure. This is just so exciting for me to have found that this morning. I had mentioned on his on MDD Toys video where he's ranking the Punks. I mentioned how this figure is damn near impossible to find now, and then I turn around and the next day I find it at Walmart. Shout out to Walmart for having this morning. I was so jazzed. I wanted to tell the receipt guy how jazzed I was. I didn't because that would have been dorky, but that's how excited I was to find this thing. So I'll probably play around with this a little bit, just seeing what combination of heads and hands I might want to put. I kind of like how it is right now. I guess I might try Screaming Head with the microphone, just to see if that gives off a different tone. These side panels, I can tell I have to. I'm not sure how they open. I think I have to cut some tape, so I won't do that right now. But yes, if you are in the market for one of these, just go to your Walmart. I hadn't seen this, and I've been to the Walmart specifically looking for this thing a few times in the last weeks. Obviously, they're getting ready for the Christmas rush, so they're really making sure their shelves are stocked. And he might maybe magically be there for you like he was for me this morning. Just so great. I'm really excited to see what Mattel does with the figures now. We'll probably get a CM Punk Basic Elite, everything. They are going to pump this out as soon as they can if they're smart. Because he's already, I think WWE right now only has a t-shirt. And apparently this last week he was the #1 merch mover for WWE and AEW. That's insanity. So, he's a divisive person. I know that some people don't like him. I am totally, I don't want to say like shit disturber, but I am the type of person that, if you have a problem with me, I'd rather you just come to me. I don't like the backstage politicking and bull stuff like that, especially in workplaces. I am that guy at work that will come to you if I have a problem, which some people just can't handle. So I totally identify with CM Punk here in every way, shape, and form. Like I said, I put the KO figure back. This is my basic. I'll probably, next time at Walmart, he'll be there. Honestly, I can probably wait a little while and maybe find him on clearance, because they have a good amount of the Elite, I think 101 line, that this was in. Just noticed there's some schmutzpah on his chest. Looks like somebody poured like a piece of chocolate on him. I don't know if that's a piece of plastic from. Let's see that right there. I don't know what that is. But anyways, I'll probably pick that up next time I go to Walmart. I'm sure they'll have him. Only reason I didn't pick it up initially, because I do like Kevin Owens, is, I wasn't watching WWE, #1, and #2, the look with the bald fake Austin head in the shirt wasn't, I didn't like it. I know there's another head, and that shirt comes off, so that, I think that's, now that I know that for sure, I think I'll pick it up. But, initially seeing it at the store, I don't think people are really running to get it. Anyways, that is basically it for today, guys. This is a amazing figure if you are a CM Punk or WWE fan. They got all his tattoo spot on. Like when Mattel does this, I don't know if they're going to be able to do the Pepsi logo that close, or the G.I. Joe Cobra symbol that close, because, that's Hasbro, that's PepsiCo. I don't know how Jazzwares got away with doing the tattoos as spot on as they did. I have a couple older WWE CM Punk basics, and they are basics, unfortunately. But I have one where he has the mutton chops, which I have out of the package, and he can't even do the cross, he can't do the cross arms because he's a basic. And then I have one mint on package from, back in the day where he looks like CM Punk. It's, it's not anything amazing because it's a basic, but I just kept it because of the card itself. Those older WWE, action figure cards where they had the big, picture of the superstar on them were just beautiful. I have that CM Punk. I have a Triple H and it's not like an American Badass Undertaker. It's like when he was in that in-between stage where he wasn't putting on the full Undertaker, robe and hat, but he wasn't, he wasn't biker either. It was he had the pants and the shirt, but, but I have a couple of those in storage on mint on card just because the picture of the superstar next to the figure, even though the figures are basics just looks really awesome. So I have that Punks hanging up in my cubicle at work, um, just because it's a cool looking figure. But this Punk is, damn cool. I'm really happy to get one that I can take out of the packaging and play around with and pose and things like that. And since they are so modular, you just pop out which hands and feet and heads you want. That's just such a it's just so good to have stuff like that. I really props to Jazzware. Because look at the amount of movement here and tattoos like everywhere. Um, you can go all the way in. You can do the double X if you wanted to on him. He's got the fisted hands. I really do like this, like happy holding the microphone look though. Not gonna lie, I'll probably just leave them like this and put them on my desk over next to MGF here so they can have a promo battle. But if you haven't picked up the Jazzwares figures, then I'll say this: the newer ones fit much better together than the older ones. Don't try to modulate too much with the older, like first series. Like this is my Kenny Omega, and what this is the original pants that came with the first series Kenny Omega figure, and the coat. But the upper half is the Kenny Omega, not the Supreme, but like the Unrivaled or something like that, which had a much better likeness. The original Kenny, like his hair was dark brown, he had a mustache that was dark, and he just didn't look like Kenny Omega, and his skin tone was like the whitest white you've ever seen. And so what I did was I really liked this entrance attire, because it got the One Ring Angel and everything, and what I did was I just popped off the torso and put basically the upper half of that Unrivaled figure on here. But the issue is the pants. It doesn't really fit like it should. Like you can't get a swivel here because the torsos for the Unrivaled figs are a little thicker, and the bottom half for the first run AEW figs is a little like a little thinner than it should be. So when you pop this on, it doesn't have quite the amount of movement right here that it should. And you can still do it. I mean, don't get me wrong, this looks I think he looks awesome like this. That looks awesome right there, but he just, if I was trying to pose him, it would have some issues. So, what I'll probably do is set these two up like this. Looks like Max's leg is broken. Just the way it's pointing, it looks awkward, but this is what I want here. This is the original MJF. I think this is the closest they've gotten to his likeness as far as his face. He looks a little, I don't know, he looks a little younger on this face sculpt now. But I like this face sculpt better than some of the later ones they did. But super freaking happy to have this Super Chats this morning, having found that. And hopefully I will be back soon. I don't have too much of a stack of comics, honestly, so I wasn't gonna do unless I run to the store this weekend, I probably won't do a comic haul. I'm actually going through my the boxes I have in my understairs storage and purging. I'm in a purging mood. Now that I'm collecting less, it's like, okay, I need to do a big final cut so that I know exactly what I'm keeping and have space for it. Because right now I have some comics in storage, and that gets expensive. You're basically paying a monthly fee to keep this stuff in your collection, and is it worth it in the long run? Sometimes it really isn't. So I'm trying to kind of go through what we have in the understairs storage and see if I can get rid of enough to, maybe take those comics out of storage and, maybe move on from that storage space. So, anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you're looking for this, go to Walmart, see if it's there. Don't check online, just go to the store. My Walmart normally stinks for figs. And today they were fully stocked with WWE basics. Doesn't mean much. They had the older elites, and then all of a sudden, boom, there's CM Punk sitting there waiting for me to purchase him. So, go try it out. So I hope you guys have a good day, and I will see you next time.